bodies here, dead bodies, storage.
Also hiding.
Okay, good night. What? Okay.
There we go.
This is a bit mean.
Welcome back to Most Haunted Live. The final hour of the programme is ticking away. Yvette Fielding has been blindfolded and led into the woods at Little Round Top Farm. I don't know what's in store for her, neither does she. But Leslie Smith, our academic and historian, is with us. They relocated to the barn there, Leslie, and Patrick Matthews, the American clairvoyant medium, got a very strong sense of something underneath him. What might that be?
Well, when you go into the barn, and I was there earlier today, you don't realise necessarily it's on 2 floors. And both of those floors, and it is the barn from the time, were used for really storing bodies and amputation as well. There's been some talk about some people hiding there amongst the bodies in the hope that they wouldn't be carted off, and that's a chance to try to escape as well. So all of that's ringing really accurate. And when you go there, it's like being in... Well, it's like being in tissue paper because it's so shot all the way around the walls. You can just see through almost everywhere. It's like lace.
So it's not been replaced or repaired there particularly?
No, in fact, these monuments were sort of monuments straight away in the same year. People realised how momentous it had been. The places were protected straight away. And so people realised, oh no, we mustn't make any changes because, of course, we mustn't forget.
Now, the area that Yvette's gone to is not part of the National Military Parks.
No.
It's not under their protection.
No.
What kind of area is it? What wildlife is there, for example?
Well, I hope Yvette isn't hearing this because I did a little work on this earlier, just because I was interested, because I was there earlier in very thick socks. There are 8 types of snake, 2 of which are poisonous. And there's a very famous sighting, which is well recorded, I've got the notes here, of a snake 20 feet long that's black, could swallow a dog. So I'm here. And whilst it's been quite frightening in the cellar, I'm happy to stay here. Actually, there are great big craggy rocks and formations there where creatures like that can be, but there's also squirrels and the type of other things that you would expect to find there. Devils, there's a place that's the Devil's Den and the slaughter pen, and then this bit on the top. So between, it's called the slaughter pen because so many people died. And of course, we've got this fantastic luxury of photographs, as we were saying earlier, and you can see people both sides, and it's the volume of them. By the way, the river that runs straight through the middle burst its banks the next day, and it was running red with bodies and blood that had been swept in, and some of them were people who were trying to get up after their wounds, so they were drowned the next day. There'd been terrible rain, we've not talked about that, the ground was thick with mud.
And incredibly humid during the battle, 90 degrees, and then rain afterwards.
That's right, well there'd been rain for days before. We know the wagons were sort of halfway up and struggling about, and so the whole atmosphere was absolutely putrid, and disease would have been rife.
Now, obviously you thrive on information as your stock in trade, and quite often though on Most Haunted and Most Haunted Live, we look much further back than the Battle of Gettysburg. We may be looking at Elizabethan, maybe even earlier.
Yes.
Is there almost too much information sometimes for you, given the short space of time we allow you to operate in?
Yeah, I'm quite interested in the comment we had earlier that said about spirits, you know, just because it's written down, it doesn't mean it's true. And that's something we have to fight with all the time. Some contemporary reports are actually challenged that people might be exaggerating what they saw or what they were involved in.
A young woman's memoirs, or one who's a young woman, didn't like particularly Jenny Wade, you were saying earlier.
Oh yes, that's
so
very
people
well
have
known in the area.
perceptions.
That's right, the View. And also, it's the other problem is some people would like to think they're experts in a field and have a good stab at it, and it's not properly researched. And equally, I've met people who are very senior who equally don't do such a good job. Here, I was completely overwhelmed with information. So many people want to cover so many aspects of it. And whilst largely it runs true, there are elements of it which are very much conflicting.
Now, one of the problems for me as somebody a bit outside American history is to get a sense of how important the Civil War was. Of course, all civil wars are important. This really was a huge watershed, though, wasn't it, for the American culture, American society?
And we'll say again, United States of America, and this business about the population being much greater in the north, fewer people in the south, but in the south there's an enormous clout of money, you know, with the cotton and tobacco, where of course the slavery would played such an important part in allowing the profits to be so high. And the south simply didn't like to be told slavery was going to be outlawed in the Constitution. They said, we're not having it. And so consequently the North said, hold on a minute, this is a democracy. You can't pick over the rules that you want. And this is how we got, that's simplistic of course, but this is how we get this terrific ding-dong. And the Mason-Dixon line that runs there, we're sort of on it. We're in the North, but we're on it. And just about all of the battles were fought in the South. So that's what makes this particular battle so extraordinary.
In fact, this was the furthest north, I think I'm right in saying, the southern troops advanced.
So I understand. And of course they had such huge success under Robert E. Lee that nobody really believed that they were very stoppable, except of course the people of the north who were determined to make this happen. And it was staggering. The death numbers, the casualties we've talked about constantly all night.
And that huge irony at the heart of it, that at the very beginning of the conflict, General Robert E. Lee was offered the command of the Union armies, and he did spend, I think, a whole night deliberating because he didn't want to fight against his own country, but he didn't want to fight against his state, which was Virginia.
I mean, this is the great conflict about America because it is so vast, and each state is like a country, you know, in its own right.
To us Brits, it certainly is.
It is, yeah. To us, it's overwhelmingly big. And so, consequently, this is one of the great dilemmas because people felt a sense of, as you say, loyalty to the state, but the nation as a whole. But at the end of it, what we're seeing is a birthing. I mean, the nation was already formed, but the birthing of a true democracy that people accepted it would be that way.
And like any birth, it involves pain and
agony
blood.
And a lot of blood.
Thank you, Leslie Smith, for the moment. Our academic and historian, while Yvette Fielding has relocated. We're going to find out what's happening after this. Stay tuned. Most Haunted Live. Back with you in less than 4 minutes. Welcome back to Most Haunted Live from Gettysburg, a unique television experiment, 7 hours of paranormal investigation live, and for the first time, from that most important of Civil War battlefields, Gettysburg. Gettysburg, where 145 years ago, 11,000 men lost their lives. Now, the last time we saw our team leader, Yvette Fielding, she was being blindfolded by her husband, Carl, and led off into, I think, a darkened wood. I had no idea what was going on. I still don't. Let's find out and see if Yvette does. Yvette.
I've got my earpiece in, and all I know is that Carl, my lovely husband, is going to get such a smack when we get home for doing this to me. I have no idea where we are.
Keep going. Just go slowly.
I can hear noises and stuff. Are we nearly there?
I don't know. Hang on. Oh, hang on. I'm going to the bush. Hold
What?
on. Hold on. Keep going. Keep going.
If I'm going down in a pit or anything, I will kill you.
You're not going down in a pit. Hang on. Oh, here we are. We're almost there. We're almost there.
You're not going to put me down underneath the ground, are you? I
Not
will
yet.
kill you.
Not yet. Come on. Oh, are you okay?
Tell me if I'm going down. Why do I feel I'm going down
you're not going
somewhere?
Down, you're going up. Don't. You're not. Are you peeking?
No, I'm not peeking.
Right. This bit's going to be a little bit difficult.
Is that the road I can hear?
No. That's the last thing you'll hear.
No, but why is there a funny noise?
There's lots of funny noises. Stop there. Right. I just need to get you over that and into there. Where are we going?
You mean you don't
there we
know
go.
where we're going?
No, I know exactly where we're going. This bit is going to be a bit difficult. Okay. Now,
Out loud.
actually, walk around this way.
Well, I can't see what way it is.
Come on. We're almost there. Almost there, darling. Almost. Right. Right, now just hold it there for a second. Right, now, this is difficult.
What are we doing now?
Hold my hand.
Are we going down somewhere?
No, you're going up. Now, just see that now. Lift your foot up.
What the hell is this?
Lift one foot up. Keep going. You're right. You're at the top. Put your pressure on my arm.
You're a git.
I am. Now, slowly, you come down the other side.
Oh!
You're all right, doll.
This is dangerous, Carl.
It's fine. It's fine. You're wearing a crash helmet.
Oh, this is funny. We should put some music to this.
I
Funny
think they
music.
probably will do. Right, now, you're almost there.
Oh, for God's sake.
Right. Now, just keep walking. Keep walking.
What's
turn
that
around,
noise?
turn around, turn around. Now, just slowly sit down.
Oh, what is it?
It's a rock.
It's not a grave, is it?
No, it's not a grave, darling.
Can I take this off now?
Right, no, not yet. Now, can you put your hands on the camera? So the camera's there in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm going to take this off.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, now, I can't tell you where you are, but look at the shot. Darling. Okay. If you could ask out here.
Oh, it's just a cable. Sorry, language.
Now, do you want me to stay with you?
Yes, OK, that'd be really nice.
Okay, I'll see you later. I can't.
No, Carl.